everyone, welcome to a Crafting Yarn podcast episode 23. I'm Kate.
And I'm Samantha.
So we've got quite a bit of progress on quite a few projects.
Yes, we have been busy.
And we both have finished objects this week.
Yes!
Would you like to show yours first?
Okay. So this is the hot water bottle cozy that I've been working on out of the romantic crochet book by Escott. And I am thrilled with it. It's come up so pretty. So it's just got a ribbed top that you fold down to go over the top of it. And I just think it's come up so nice. Lots and lots of bubbles. So I'm really pleased to have that finished. I think it's a really lovely pattern. I really enjoyed making it.
I agree.
Yeah.
And then I thought that I would just show you the same one that I made probably mid last year, I think.
Yeah, you made yours a while ago.
So this is mine. So it's exactly the same yarn and everything, just in a different colourway. So mine's like sort of pink, mauve, cream, and then this lovely sort of taupe colour. And I loved making this at the time.
It's just a really lovely pattern, isn't it?
It is, and surprisingly quickly to work up.
It is. I think it's, as I said before, because it's not very wide, so it works up quite quickly. And even with the bubbles, it works up really quickly.
Yeah.
But it's such a fun make. I really, really enjoyed it. Yeah.
It is, and I'm really looking forward to winter so that we can use them.
Yeah, it's not far away now.
No. So my second finished object is the Starburst book sleeve pattern, and this was a pattern test that I did for HHHxoArt, which is, I did a basket pattern test a couple of months ago, I guess. So this is for quite a large book. So it's got this tie down the front, and when you undo that, it's sort of got like a flap here, and then the book on the inside. And this was a really fun make. And I used Paintbox Simply Aran for this, which I think worked really nicely.
Yes, you haven't used that yarn before, have you?
No. And this textured bit here is made up of the star stitch, which that's actually a really nice stitch pattern to use.
It's really nice.
It is. So I'm really pleased with that one.
I've been working away at my Amsterdam Shawl, so my stitch marker was down there, and I've gone up to there. So I haven't done a huge amount, but the rows are quite long now. So I haven't actually measured it. I'm not sure how much more I want to do, but I don't think I want to do too many more rows because I don't want it to be huge. I don't think so. But oh, I love this shawl. I really, really love it. It's just such a pretty design, and I love the yarn. This is using the Motivera Valley 8-ply in the colourway Swan. Just the most pretty colourway. I just absolutely love it. I am looking forward to doing the border. I think that's really going to elevate it. Not that it doesn't look pretty now, but yeah.
The other thing to keep in mind is the border is quite thick, so you won't need this to be huge, I don't think.
So possibly this might be enough.
Yeah, we'll have to try it on.
Yeah, I wasn't sure whether if I had to finish on a double crochet or a... But yeah, I think that probably I might start the border now. Yeah. So that'll be good. So that's getting closer to being finished. Actually, I have to be mindful too of I've only got that much yarn, so the border might take quite a bit of yarn.
Yeah.
So I think that probably will be the size it's going to be.
So I've been working on my summer fruit pudding, but I forgot to put a stitch marker in. So I'm not entirely sure where I was last time, but I'm pretty sure I've done quite a bit on it.
It looks a lot bigger than it was last time, so I think you have, You have to make sure you put one in this time.
Definitely. So this is the way that it's looking. So it's getting quite wide now, and quite long.
Oh, so pretty, isn't it?
It is, and it's such a fun project to work on.
I might have to do one of those.
Yes. Because I love the way that it's in 4-ply. It's a really nice weight.
Yes. Do you need 2 skeins of yarn?
Yeah.
Yeah. Have a look what I've got.
Yeah. And I'm getting near the end, sort of, of my first ball, so I am definitely making progress.
That's looking really beautiful.
It is. I'm really excited to get this finished because I feel like it'll be perfect with sort of autumnal weather.
I agree, it's going to be a nice weight. Yeah.
So I started the Ciao Bella shawlette that I spoke about. So this is the way it's looking. And you would hardly believe it, but this is actually over 100 rows.
Wow.
But there's not many stitches, so it hasn't taken me that long to get to this point. And I've completed all of the increases now, and I'm onto the middle section. And this is a really fun make because although it's sort of lace, it is quite simple.
It's very pretty, isn't it? It's looking beautiful.
It is. I'm really enjoying working on it.
Yeah. So what yarn are you using for that one?
This is the Patterns Baby Dreamtime Merino 4-ply, and it's in this sort of gold mustard colour, which is such a lovely yarn to work with.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't think I've used that before, have I?
No.
No.
And it's sort of got like a I-cord around the side.
That's an interesting detail, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
And I'm using 4mm needles for that. We've both been working on the finishing touches for our recovery shawls, and I was lagging behind a little bit, but I have managed to get both of my pockets completely finished this week.
They look so pretty, don't they?
They do. I really love
nice.
them. So I've done the pocket and the border and crocheted around the edge. So I am really pleased with the way they've turned out. So now that I've done that, I can get to work on the border around the edge of the shawl.
Yeah, we're going to work on that together,
Yeah.
aren't we? Yeah. I'm sure I'll run into a few difficulties. Yes, because the weather is certainly changing here, and we're feeling like it's time that we would be wanting to wear it and use it, so we're really trying hard to get it finished. The only thing is all the ends. It's going to be a mammoth job.
It is, because I haven't sewn in any of mine.
I have sewn a few, but not a huge amount, no. So I think every night we're going to have to just sew a few to try and get it finished. So I decided that I would start working on the tie that goes around it if you want to. You don't have to use it, but I thought I might like one. It is huge. I think it's the most chains I've ever done. It's 260 chains. So it's taken me quite a while to work that up. So I've just done the first 3 rows. And I think it's the 6 rows I've got to do. So it takes a long time to get from one end to the other. So I'm sort of glad I started it now, because it's going to take me a little while to do. But I'm just so excited to get it finished. I can't wait.
Hearing about 260 chain, I don't think I need a tie.
No, maybe you don't. I just thought sometimes I might want to tie it, and so I thought, oh well, I'll make it. But not realising before I started, I didn't realise it was 260 chain. But it'll be worth it. Yes. Yeah. I've been working away on the cardigan for my mum, the Vanna Cardigan, which is out of the Crochet Gifts magazine. It's actually a really enjoyable pattern. I'm really enjoying that because it's very simple, and the construction is certainly quite interesting. So my stitch marker was there, and I've done across to there. So I've done the part where you leave a hole for the sleeve, and so the sleeve's going to fit in there somehow. And then this bit here becomes the back, so I've just got to keep working across, and that will be the back. So it's quite an interesting shape at this point in time, but I'm hoping that it's all going to work out. But gee, it's looking pretty. I'm really loving it. I think she's going to love it too.
The squish factor.
Yeah, and it's really soft and squidgy. It's going to be really, really nice to wear. But I think I am lagging a little bit behind, so I got a bit distracted over the last couple of weeks and was trying to finish things, and so I've really, really got to work hard on this over the next 2 weeks to make some huge progress. But once you actually sit down and do it, you can get quite a few rows done at a time, so just got to get busy with that. So that's using the Cosy wool from Lincraft, the Maker brand, in the colour Musk, and I'm using a 4.5mm hook.
I would actually not mind making one of those. I just love the stitch pattern on them.
I agree. I think that, when we'll see how this sleeve bit works out. I'm just not sure how that's going to go in there, but I think it's a really nice cardigan.
I agree.
It's not too heavy either. Like, it's quite a nice weight.
It is, and the other great thing about this is it's got a lot of give to it.
It does, yeah. Yeah, so I think perhaps we should, once we've done this one, maybe we should. Although I do want to make the Phoenix cardigan next.
So many projects,
so little time. Yes. And the thing I'm most excited about is my reindeer sack. So this one here that we've been working on for quite a long time, out of the Simply Crochet 116. I have almost got the whole thing sewn on, which I'm so excited about, and it's looking adorable. So I've just got that tiny little antler there that I need to sew on, but all the rest is sewn on. And it is just so cute. I do need to do some eyes. I haven't quite decided. I think that we may lean towards some crocheted eyes, which I think could look rather nice. But oh, I love it. It's just so, so pretty. it took quite a long time actually to sew the reindeer on, but it's just going to be such, well, every time you use it, it's just going to remind you of all the lovely work that you put into it, and I'm so excited. So all I've got to do now is the eyes, and then there's a little chain that goes on the gift, and then we just need to put some little stars above the Christmas trees, but I'm almost finished, so I'm so excited.
Well, I have started sewing mine on, but I accidentally cut the wrong thread, and I haven't come back to it since.
Yeah, see, I ran out of, I didn't have enough thread for the antler, that's why I didn't finish it, so I've just got to go and get a bit more thread, and then I'll be able to finish that. But that's where my work's been over the last 2 weeks. But I so wanted to get it finished because we really want to make the gingerbread house, yes. And so I want to get this finished so we can start that.
Yeah. We spoke last time about the Little Drop of Wonderful pattern by Ali of Little Drops of Wonderful, and we have gone through our yarn stash to try and decide on a yarn to use, and we've both decided on one. So we're going to use the Maker Organic Cotton, which is actually what we used for the Santa sack, and I'm going to use the shade Pink.
And I'm going to use the lavender. We chose this one because it crochets up really well. You know, it gives a really nice, dense texture. Yeah. So we thought that it would be good for the amigurumi. So quite excited to start those. It's something a little different. Yeah. It's really good to be finishing some things and then looking forward to some new things, isn't
Definitely.
it? Yeah. So we're going to have to work out what hook size to use. So that'll be the next step.
Yeah. So over the past couple of years, I've made a lot of socks for other people, but I actually haven't made that many for me. And I decided that for this winter, I really wanted to make some. So I got out my sock drawer book by Verity Castledine, and Mum and I went through to decide on what pattern to make. And so we've decided on this one here. So this is the Francis pattern. And the reason, well, we like the look of them, but the main reason that we chose this is because it says that it's a brilliant first step up from a basic sock. And I've only ever made normal socks before, so we thought that would be a really good first step.
I think it's going to be really pretty.
I agree. So I'm actually really excited to start those.
Yeah, it's good to have a pair of socks on the go. Not that I ever do socks, but I feel as though it's a good idea to have a pair of socks on the go.
I feel like I need to teach you how to do socks.
Yeah. I really want to master a crochet sock, but we just have not been able to do it. So,
but maybe you could settle for knitting.
But the problem is you're so much faster than I am. Like I think that it would just take me forever to make a sock.
But at least you'd have one at the end.
Well, true. Yeah. You might need to do a bit more convincing.
Maybe.
So I mentioned a few episodes ago about I had a new system for the new year where I had a different night for each type of project, but I've fallen off the wagon with that over the last 2 weeks, and I think that it's not working as well because I've got, you know, too excited about a project and then all my other projects have sort of stalled. So I want to get back to that over the next 2 weeks and really work on my cardigan because that needs to be finished. And then I think the recovery shawl is one that we do want to work on too. Yeah. So, and then I need to measure my Amsterdam shawl and see how that's going. But I'm really excited for finishing these projects and then starting our new ones.
I agree.
Yeah. Until next time, happy crafting.